everyone, and welcome back to episode 3 of the Tea Table. We're your hosts. I'm Jazz.
I'm Lacey.
And I'm Hadley.
And today's episode is all about confidence and self-love, which I feel like everyone is going to be able to relate to.
Right, let's start with something fun. If you could instantly become confident in one thing overnight, what would it be?
Oh.
I would say I'd go first.
Do you want to go first? Go for it. What have you got?
Public speaking.
Really?
Yeah.
That is a big thing for you.
I struggle speaking in front of people.
Tell them the story of when you were at my graduation and you had to try and get yourself a drink and you were having your food.
Yeah, right. I don't like talking to people, but I've been trying recently to start ordering my own food because I always get Jazz to order it because I'm a bit funny with it, right? So we went with our parents, me and Hadley, to get breakfast before Jazz's graduation because we hadn't ate proper, right? She was going getting her gown and her cap.
Already.
Another day, another sleigh. Period.
She was going getting her gown, cap and tickets and we went to go get breakfast because there was no point in us just sitting around doing nothing.
Yeah.
So we're there, right? And I was like, I'll order my own food because I'm scared they're going to order something I don't want, right? Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay. So I'm reading, but she's there, like, right next to me, and I'm just not talking, facing her. I'm just staring at the menu. I don't like talking to people, but there you go.
And she wanted a juice, and I didn't want a juice, I wanted a tea. But this person over here decided I'm not going to ask for the juice options. So I had to turn around and say, oh, do you have the juice options? I didn't want a juice, but now I look weird asking for them if I'm not going to order one. So I had to order one. But...
So I would say, hers is public speaking.
Yeah.
What about yours? What would you do?
I don't actually know. Probably the way when, like, you're walking in public as well. Like, you're walking in public and people look at you and, like, you overthink what they're actually looking at you for.
Mm.
Okay. I feel like not overthinking as much will make me more confident, but less, like...
worried about what everyone else is thinking. Yeah, cool. What would mine be? I think mine would be... probably posting on social media. I'm big on social media. Like, I'm always on it. I'm always posting on Instagram. Like, I don't know if anyone's seen my Instagram on here, but, like, I'm on Instagram. That's my big thing is Instagram. But I overthink every time I'm about to post something. I have to check it 50 million times before I post it. I always put a song with it as well. And, like, it has to be down to a T. Like, it all has to be perfect. And, like, I really want to just be able to post it and be like, you know what, I'm just posting it because I love it rather than thinking, oh, is everyone who follows me gonna like it or you know what I mean, or comment on it or whatever. Like, no one should ever feel like they have to think about what other people like just to post what they want. You should just post it and just feel happy about what you posted. So I feel like that would be mine from that.
Yeah.
Cool. Is that
okay?
Should we have another one?
Do you want another one?
What's another one? Go for it.
Probably wearing whatever you want without thinking.
That's a big one.
It's a big thing with confidence and self-love nowadays, where society has these, like, certain rules that you have to follow. If you don't look a certain way, you can't wear a certain thing. I feel like once you get out of that box, wearing what you want whenever you want is the most confident thing you can do, in my opinion.
What about you, Les? Is there another one that you'd think of?
By meeting new people.
Yeah. New people.
I go red in the face when I meet new people. I'm not good.
You shut down.
Yeah. It's like when we did, what was it? Where the year sixes come in.
Transition day.
And the parents stay over in the evening. They come with us. No, parents were asking me questions and I just wasn't looking at them. I was like, I can't look at you.
So social interaction, I think, it needs to be your number one.
Yes.
Number one thing.
I'm going to aim to do social interaction.
Right, we're going to kind of get a bit deep now. Are we ready? So this is going to be a bit more serious.
So,
go for it.
What does confidence actually mean? Some people think that, like, confidence is being the loudest in the room or the brightest in the room, but that's not always the case, is it?
No.
I think confidence is more about feeling comfortable in who you actually are as a person.
Yeah, and I feel like everyone has moments where they don't feel as confident, and, like, even people who seem like they have it all together, some people don't. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not putting everyone in the same category. Some people do have everything put together and that's cool for them. But I don't think anyone, and like it or don't like it, I don't think anyone on this planet has everything put together.
No,
They
never.
may, for example, I would talk about social media, they may put it on there that they look perfect or that their family's perfect or that whatever they post, their life is perfect, but behind closed doors, nothing is perfect. There is no such thing as perfection, I don't think, anyway.
No one is perfect.
Right, so I've got a couple of discussion things that I've got some questions for us all. You guys can also answer them in the comments as well. First one is, have you always been confident?
Nope.
No, absolutely not.
No?
I don't think I'm still confident in such a way now. None of us are so confident where we'll do anything without thinking. Like, you won't go dancing, singing in public just randomly.
I would.
No, you
I've
wouldn't go
done
in.
it.
You wouldn't go into like a Bolton Town Centre and think, "Oh, let me just break out some moves and
No,
sing."
because
a
that's
song.
never going to be a thing that's going to happen. You know what I mean? It's not a
Exactly.
scenario you're going to be in unless you're doing a flash mob and you're part of a company.
Listen,
You're not
Exactly,
going to do
but
it.
that's also confidence.
You know what I mean?
I'm not a confident person, but I'll gladly go dance in public.
Exactly.
No one
I
cares.
think that's more of like a not caring. I don't think that's a confidence thing. I think that's more of like a I don't actually care what people think.
People
More.
are going to judge
I think
no
that's
matter
more
what.
exactly. I think that's more of a resilience thing than it is a confidence thing. If you think about it.
Yeah.
Because, for example, me, like, I'm not the most confident in the world, but I have got quite a lot of confidence, and I think it because it comes from me not caring what people think.
Yep.
So I think that's more a resilience thing than anything else. What about, have you ever compared yourself to someone online?
100%.
Who? Can you think of anyone?
Um,
Or, like, what you compared yourself to? Like, what was it that they posted that you compared
Actually,
yourself
I
to?
take that back. No.
No?
I don't think most of the time, if I see someone talking about bodies or fitness, I just,
Scroll past. Yeah.
I don't want to see things like that.
Fair enough.
Most of the things I watch are cars or cats.
I love that combo. Cars and cats. What about you? Have
I
you
feel
seen
like-
anything and been like...
yeah, I've compared myself to stuff where it's like girls in the gym and they're absolutely ripped, 6-pack, not a bit of fat on them. And I think, like, sometimes when I was younger, I'd think, why am I not that way? Why am I not ripped with a 6-pack, muscles, everything? But you're healthy in your own way.
But then you also realise you aren't doing what they're doing. You're not going to the
Exactly.
gym and being every single day of the week because they have nothing
No.
better to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're also 14 years old. People, I think that's a big thing with teenagers. And I'm only 21, so I'm not that old. But I have obviously a bit more experience. And I think, especially in teenage years, there's a lot on social media where it's like body images, whatever, workouts, fitness, eating healthy. And that's all good because healthy body, healthy mind, it's a perfect combo. But putting that on, let's say, social media, for example, where like teenagers can see it and they're not learning that actually at your age it's normal to not look the way they do because these people are in the gym 24/7. That's their work, that's their life, that's all they do, and they have the time to be doing that. As a 14-year-old, you actually should just be living your life and having fun
And just doing
and
school.
eating whatever you want, drinking whatever you want, going out with your friends and having fun, doing like schoolwork and whatever, focusing on that. Like, you shouldn't have to be focusing on what you look like. You know what I mean? Teenagers especially, it's built into this. I think there's like this societal norm now where like everyone has to look a certain way and it's kind of pushed onto people and no one talks about it really.
No.
And don't get me wrong, there'll be people like, oh, you don't have to look like me, but then why are you promoting all these fitness plans and stuff? You know what I mean? To this
Exactly.
sort of this is the thing you need to understand when you're posting stuff with like followers or anyone on Instagram, that there's also going to be people like their age, for example, who can see it. So it's like you have to work around that audience and even say in your videos like, this is not for this audience, this is for people of this age or this lifestyle or whatever. I feel like these fitness people need to focus on that a lot
like,
more.
When you see where it's like, oh, you need to be working out 6 times a week, no rest days, not eating this, and this, and you think, but I'm not working out 6 days a week, I'm having multiple rest days, I don't work out, I eat whatever I want, you're thinking to yourself, why am I seeing this stuff? It must be a sort of thing where it's like, this is what I should be looking like.
This is what everyone's doing, kind of thing.
I just don't feel like social media is reality.
There is that line between social media versus reality. And actually, going on to that is our next actual little tiny section. So, do you think social media has affected confidence?
Yeah.
We've kind of touched on that a little bit, haven't
100%.
we?
There's a lot of fake things online that doesn't really show the truth or reality in general.
I can kind of speak, I'm going to get very deep and I can kind of speak from my point of view, for example, who's someone who is in, I don't know how like the fitness world, but the sort of athletic world, because obviously I do dance professionally, so like that is my job, that is my life. I've literally studied it in I did it in high school, I did it in college, I've now done it at uni, and I'm going back in September to do my masters in it. So it has been my life for a big chunk, and I feel like no one talks about it, especially in the dance industry, that there is this big massive stigma of like you have to look a certain way to be a dancer, you have to wear certain things as a dancer, it's sort of like you have to have a certain lifestyle as a dancer. And I think social media plays a big part in that, because like we said earlier, people only post certain things where their leg is freaking behind their head, and like they don't post like how they got there. It just looks like they were just always that incredible, and hats off to those people. Like those people have probably trained since they were 3 or even smaller. Like hats off to the people who can do that. But I think it's more effective and more like, how can I word it, positively influenced if you're posting your journey more than just this is what I look like now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, post all the things you've accomplished. Like, it's an incredible thing to be able to, like, post it, because you worked your ass off, basically, to get there, so you should be able to post it. I just think be mindful of people looking up to you, because then they compare themselves to you. You know what I mean? I rather, like, for example, what's the dance mum girl, Kalani? She posts all the time that, like, when she finished Dance Mums, for example, she stopped dancing for a while and like lost it slightly, but then she's come back to training, and like the journey from being on TV constantly and being a Dance Mums and training that constantly, then just normal life. Because I feel like if you do dance for so long, for example, like it becomes your life, and it shouldn't. I did one of these talks at uni once, and the question was like, how do you find free time or something in, like, when you're doing such a extensive course, like it's really intense. And I said you have to separate your job and your life, because your job is what you do and you love doing it. There's a reason you're doing it. For example, I do dance because I love it so much and it's been my life, but it isn't my life. I have a completely separate personal life. So for example, now while we've been off, I've not done any dancing. Yes, I've done 1 or 2 or 3 little jobs here and there, but it hasn't been full on dancing and training. And you need that sometimes. And I think that's another thing with like social media. You need a break from it.
Yeah.
I think it's a big, big thing.
That's why
to have a break from social media.
Yeah. To touch on that social media point, I think young kids shouldn't have social media. I don't think social media is such a scary place. Obviously, there's ups and downs of everything. There's good and bad. But if you don't teach your kids what's right and wrong on social media, they're open to this massive world of societal perfections, being perfect, the perfect body image. They're all open to this straight away, that I feel like it's up to the parents to decide whether or not to give that child social media. But if I was a parent in this day and age, if my kid was out like mine and Lacey's age, I wouldn't give them social media. And if I would, I'd teach them wrong from right. I'd teach them this isn't what you need to look like 24/7. Because there is bads and goods of everything.
No, definitely. What about you, Liz? What do you think? What's your opinion on it?
I really just feel like there's expectations that people try and follow. And in the end of the day, these expectations aren't what should be followed. And like, there's loads of people you see on social media that show their bodies and say, listen, this is a healthy body and this is how you should look. But then you see them in real life, you see them off social media, and they're not going on about that. And like, they constantly talk about this is how your body should look, this is, you should be confident in the way you feel, but then they don't feel like it. So if they don't feel like it, how are they trying to make a change on others?
Exactly.
Do you get what I mean?
I do, massively. Do filters change how people see themselves?
Yeah.
100%.
Do you want to go first on this?
Go for it.
I just feel like filters are based on what everyone thinks people should look like. Like, what is it called? Specific type of thing. Like, no one's going to have perfect face all the time. No one's going to have no spots. No one's going to... Some people might do. Some people might have smooth skin. Some people might have abs. Some people might be really fit. But not everyone's like that. We're all made differently for a reason. We're all made to look differently for a reason.
Yeah, I really like the quote of like, I don't know if I came up with it, I feel like I did, but maybe someone else had it before me, but I'm going to take the credit here. And I always say your uniqueness is your superpower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that is a massive thing to carry in life, especially with this whole idea of comparing yourself to social media. Yeah. Comparing yourself to people on social media, sorry. I think your uniqueness is what makes you you. And especially these people who are like posting these pictures of like, this is what you should look like and stuff. Everyone is built a certain way. Like, for example, let's say my body type, and then, I don't know, someone who's shorter than me and let's say has more mass than me or whatever, like different heights or different shapes of body, we're not going to look the exact same.
No.
Let's say if I see a fitness woman online and she's what? I'm like, I'm 5'7", nearly 5'8", like I'm tall. If there was someone on there who's what, 5 foot, and she's ripped and has abs and all this sort of stuff, I'm not going to look the same as her.
No.
Because we're completely different, and that is just the way bodies work. And I think that is a big thing that's not spoken about enough.
Yeah.
Is that because we're all built so differently, we're not going to look the exact same way. You can follow that fitness plan all you want.
Absolutely.
And what they're saying doesn't mean you're going to look that certain way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
What about you, Heather? What are you
100%.
thinking?
I feel like you've said what I was going to say. Like, we're all built differently. Some people are bigger built than others.
Yep.
That doesn't mean that all of it is like fat that you don't need. Your body needs fat to work. If you're like providing your body with the fats and the nutritions the nutritious things it needs, then you will thrive in your own certain way. I feel like if you're restricting your body from, oh, if I eat this, I'm going to gain loads of weight and I can't look this certain way. It's not all about looking a certain way. It's about being confident in who you are in your own body. There's no point going through life thinking, oh, I'm not confident in this body, I need to change, if you're not doing anything about it.
Yeah, I also think the thing we mentioned earlier, healthy body, healthy mind.
Yes.
Like, it's all perfect being like, I love who I am, and I am not, disclaimer, I'm not body shaming. Before we start any of this, I am not. I think it's very important to know there is this healthy body, a healthy mind. Yes, you don't have to be 6-pack abs, ripped, working out 7 days a week. Like, we don't need that. But your body cannot function proper if it doesn't have the things it needs.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? The nutrients, the carbs, the calories, it needs all of that. So I think there is a line between healthy body and then healthy mind as well, because if your body's not healthy and you're not looking after your body and yourself, then your mental health won't also be good.
There's a lot of people that don't work out but are still really healthy. I don't think you necessarily have to work out.
No.
It's good to be healthy, and it's good to have a good body, and it's good because yes, we do need to keep healthy if we want, because listen, your health really does affect your mental health. Physical affects your mental, because if you don't feel happy in your body and you don't feel confident, then that's just going to more or less affect your mind. So I feel like, no, you don't have to work out, but you've also got to think, is there a limit or is there a line where it's not healthy? And it sounds horrible, but there is a line that's like...
There is.
It's not good. I know it sounds horrible, but...
Okay.
It's true, though. Right,
So, on to the next topic.
Yeah.
Self-love.
Okay.
So, people always say that you need to love yourself, you need to love your body, but no one really teaches us how. That's a big thing. If you tell someone, love your body, love yourself, but you're not teaching them how, they're going to be confused and they're not going to act on it and they're not going to change. It's a big thing. So I've got some questions for us to discuss.
Okay, go on.
So, in your opinion,
Right.
what does self-love actually look like?
Do you want to take this one first?
Yeah, I was
Go
about to
for
say.
it.
I think it's just feeling comfortable and confident in who you are as a person.
Right.
And if someone's judging you, so be it. Like, people are going to judge. You walk out in public and someone's already judging you. It is what it is. In my mindset, they're just insecure. Because, like, they don't feel... feel confident in yourself. If you look the way you look and you like the way you dress, then so be it. Like, do what you want. Because in the end of the day, like I always say, you only have one life, so live it to the best. People are going to judge. It is what it is. And you just got to go past it and think, listen, they are probably really insecure and are worried about themselves. So they're judging you because they actually inspire to look like you, and don't compare yourselves to others.
Yeah.
What's your opinion?
I'm thinking celebrating little wins is a big thing for me.
Yeah.
Like, you see these people celebrating these massive, massive wins, when I also think it's really important to celebrate the little things. Like, literally, you've just gotten up out of bed. Like, sometimes that's hard enough, is just to get out of bed and make yourself a coffee or make yourself a tea or get a glass of water, make yourself breakfast. Just getting up sometimes can be a lot.
Or just brushing your teeth.
Exactly. So I think with the little wins like that is really, really important. Even just going out for a walk, or, well, it's going to be a little win.
Just playing some music in the morning.
Literally,
Honest to God, just getting up. is like just celebrate the little tiny wins. Like, you don't have to, oh, I woke up and I became a billionaire the next day, or I bought this for myself, or whatever. It's just a little tiny win sometimes, I feel like, can really give you that self-love. If you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's mine. What about you, Hadley?
I feel like, in my opinion, to love yourself, I feel like everyone talks about, oh, this healthy diet, like obviously celebrating the wins, but it's also setting the boundaries for yourself. If you have no boundaries of, right, I'm getting a bit far now, I need to calm down, I don't have to go with societal expectations, I need to set myself boundaries. It's not just setting boundaries with other people that work.
Yeah.
You need boundaries within yourself. I feel if you have no boundaries, your mental health doesn't know when to stop. If you're constantly going, all right, I've got up, I've done this, I've done this, I've done that, what else do I need to do? I feel like you need to calm down, you need to slow yourself down. You can be productive, go for it. But you need to have the boundaries of that, right, I've had enough now, I need to chill.
I also think with the boundaries, it's one of those, I look at it more as in, like, with boundaries as being like, listen, for example, when I get up for uni, from 7am till
6pm.
No. 7am till 8am when I'm getting to uni, or 8:10 when I get to uni. That is my time. My lesson does not start till 9am. So I'm going to say from 7am till at 9am, that is my time. So I get to uni and everyone is talking, chatting, blah, blah, blah. That is my time to really set myself in and be like, right, let's go. You've got this. And basically give myself a bit of a pep talk. I think speaking kindly to yourself as well is a massive thing. Yep. So I give myself that block of time, because especially when we're socialising constantly like that, you drain a lot of your energy because there's so many other energies that come in. So I think setting boundaries like that, for example, is like, this is my time. I love you all and I think you're all incredible, but this is my time to set myself up, get myself ready, and then I'll talk to you at 9am and we'll get yapping, and then maybe be told off by our favourite Debs. Oops.
But I also feel like saying no without feeling guilty is also really important. Like, it comes with food as well. Like, sometimes if you're at a family gathering or you're with loads of people and they keep bringing food out, immediately your mind goes to, if I don't eat this, they're going to be like, well, you're just a rude person. But in the end of the day, if they bring you something and you say, no, sorry, I don't want any, it's nothing wrong with saying no.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes there is a point where, like, you feel if someone brings you something, you feel absolutely awful for saying no. But then it's also for your sake. Like, if you physically cannot eat anymore, then just say no.
But also, like, we're going on that food kind of thing, you should also never feel like, oh my god, no, I can't eat this because then I'm going to gain this much. Or enjoy your food. Your body needs the fuel. That's why I see food as fuel is a big thing.
Fuel.
Food is fuel. Why do we say like German?
Fuel.
Food is fuel. Yeah, food is fuel. I think that is a big thing. So yeah.
Right. So
what about some confidence myths?
Confidence myths. I've got a quick game to play.
Right. Here we go.
So I'm gonna read out a statement.
Yeah.
Each statement.
Yeah.
And you need to decide if it's true or false.
Got it.
So, confident people never get nervous.
False.
We all get nervous.
Facts.
Loving yourself means thinking you're perfect.
False.
These are all going to be false. Fake it until you make it works only sometimes.
No, false.
I disagree with you there. I think it's true.
So, this part of the episode is called Hear Me Out. We all give an unpopular opinion and we basically have to hear them out. So...
You go first, go on. Okay. You can go first, you've got them.
Social media breaks can genuinely improve your confidence.
Okay. I don't know how that's unpopular. That's a good one.
Exactly, yeah.
Do you want to go next?
The prettiest person isn't always the most confident.
Period. I don't know how these are unpopular. I'm going to go confidence is attractive, but kindness is even more attractive.
So true.
I think that's really true. Okay. We said no judging, no nothing.
I'm not judging.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we'll put that on the screen, no judging, because we need to remind this one.
We'll do an arrow to
no
the
judging.
head.
Judging corner, this one.
Right.
Judging corner.
The advice
Speaking
corner.
of corner, it's the advice corner.
The advice corner. So, I'm going to read some advices from Instagram and Reddit. Is advice a word?
Well, it is now.
It is now, even if it wasn't a word.
Add it to the English
The
dictionary.
examples are going to be, I never feel confident enough to wear what I want. How do I stop comparing myself to others? And we're each going to give our own advice after.
We're struggling with the word advice here.
Yes.
It's okay, go for it.
Right.
So,
The
it'll
first one.
come on the screen what the first one
There we
is.
go. Changing your style is always half uncomfortable, half exciting. It can be a mental battle, and often you perceive yourself in a more negative light than others. If you feel too self-conscious wearing a new fit, you can always start with a piece of it. Or you can win the whole fit at home at first, so you get more of a feel for the clothes. Then wear it to run minor errands, etc. As you get used to the pieces, they will start to feel like your style, and you will feel comfortable and more confident. Best of luck.
I think that's a really good way of thinking about it. Like, you know, like when you ease into something, maybe like, I don't know how you'd describe that, but I mean like easing into something, you don't go straight like head first. You'd wear it in your house where obviously you feel comfortable
It's like
in.
taking little steps.
Little steps, exactly. And then over time you get more and more confident in wearing it. And then wear it out.
You don't throw yourself into the deep end straight away, because that's the worst thing you can possibly do.
Well, I like thinking of it like that, because I personally myself would actually just go out and wear it and say, what's the saying you were saying earlier about it?
People are going to judge, so be it.
So be it.
So just be it.
No, so be it. So you weren't listening to this entire episode. So be it. That is going to be basically the title of this.
People are going to judge, so be it.
Exactly.
Right,
Read the next
another one. People are too preoccupied with what's going on in their life to actually care about what other people wear. Anybody who even thinks that you wear is weird, care too much about themselves to even remember it the next day. Don't worry about what other people think. Also comes with what I said.
Say it again.
People are going to judge, so be it.
So be it.
Get it on
Facts.
a top.
Get that on a top, guys. So be
get it
it.
for my birthday.
Oh my god, get a so be it top. I really like that one.
Right.
Should we move on to the next one?
Yeah.
Which
How
is?
do I stop comparing myself to others? How do you say that word?
Stoic.
Stoic philosophy really helped me in this aspect. Comparing your achievements or lack thereof to others is a literal waste of time and energy. You can't control what other people are doing. You can only control aspects in your own life. You are also assuming premises that might not be true. You don't know if the person you are comparing yourself to earned what they have or have it handed to them.
How do you feel about that one?
So true.
Yeah, so true.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what's going on in someone's life. They might have not even worked for it like you have. Because you're constantly working for it. You're constantly trying to do stuff. And they might have just been like, oh, here.
I also like the idea of like you don't know what's going on behind closed doors, and people are really good at putting up a facade. Love the word facade.
What's that mean?
Basically putting up a front. It's a fancy way of saying like being fake, basically, and putting up this idea that they're like this perfect person
Fake
when
it till you
behind
make it.
that. So I like the word facade. Word of the day, facade. I think that's going to be on.
We need to start word of the day.
Word of the day. We need to do that. Well, quote of the day is.
Quote of the day is.
So be it.
So be it.
Word of the day, facade. I like that. Right, should we do the next one?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Give yourself credit for the things that you have already achieved. We often beat ourselves up over the things that went wrong and forget about congratulating ourselves for the things we do. It's like the small
Well, that's
wins.
going back to the smaller wins, because I think that's, like we said earlier, I think that is a really big thing, is like give yourself credit for doing the smaller things.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And getting that, I was thinking about it earlier, about like getting that first job or having that promotion or anything to do with like your life, that like the things that will lead you to be the best you want to be. I think those little wins are very important, like we were saying earlier.
Yeah.
Right, do you want to do the next one here?
Yeah.
Go on then.
It's like anything else. You develop confidence by exercising it again and again. There's a thought or strategy out there that says act as if. So, even if you're not that confident about something you are about to do, or find yourself in and you must proceed anyway, then act as if. Tell yourself, I can do this. I got this. Feel it, believe it, and do it. Better yet, prepare, practice, study, etc. Put in all the work you can beforehand and then step forward confidently knowing you're well prepared, ready.
How do we feel about that one?
So true.
So true.
Like zip lining.
Well, have we told them about zip lining?
No.
I don't think we have.
Well, add it quickly in. Add it in. Go, do you want to tell them?
No, Hadley, you can explain.
Go on.
Basically, on Monday, we're going down to Wales, and there's this zip line. So it's over this old quarry, and you basically go from the car park in an old ex-army truck. You go up, I think it's about a 3-mile drive. You go up these bumpy roads and everything. Then you get suited up in this zip line. The first one isn't as quick, but it's longer. So it's slower.
Bravo.
Called Bravo, thank you. And it's a longer one, but a slower one. So that's like getting you into it first. And then the second one called Charlie, isn't it? Charlie is a shorter one, but a much faster one. You can get up to speeds, I think it was 60 odd.
miles per hour.
Like nearly over 60 miles per hour, which you in the air, like in a car, it doesn't seem as quick.
Still quick though.
It's still quick, especially like they're only made for motorways, like 60 miles per hour.
Yeah.
But when you're the
zip
person, and then, can I just side rant? I had some of her Oasis, right? She had an Oasis drink. I asked if I could have some of her Oasis. She said, yeah, no worries. Had some. Tell me why.
You said you're having a sip. A sip.
You know what my sips are, though.
A sip. A sip is what a normal person considers a small amount. A sip.
Just a little.
Tell me why I look back and basically my drink's gone.
It's not. She had still a good amount at the bottom.
Yeah, at the bottom. Did you hear that? At the bottom, she paid herself out there. At the bottom. So tell me what I said. Full chest.
Tell me why. She turned around and said, I hope that zip line breaks on you. That is the most heartfelt threat. No, I'm joking.
Girl, when it first was said, she literally said it's the worst one I've ever said. That's basically pointless. So, stop lying.
Right, the last one is how do I stop comparing myself to everyone? So, it says, I think that a lot of the time comparison is unfair because a lot of the time we're comparing ourselves with someone or something that has a completely different purpose, talent and abilities. It's like comparing a fish to a bird and the fish's ability to fly or the bird's ability to swim. Both are phenomenal at what they do, but in comparison, no one can see better or worse than the other. It's like that picture. I see basically it's a picture and all these different animals have to do a test. And I think it's climbing a tree, the test is. You have like a giraffe, an elephant, a monkey, right? Where they all have to do the same test, but they're not, some aren't actually able to do it. For example, a monkey can climb up a tree. An elephant can't, a giraffe can't. So it's a disadvantage for some, but an advantage for all. So it's basically like not everyone can do the same thing.
Basically. And we'll put a picture of the one that obviously she's on about so you guys can have a look. And then we'll do the last one.
Last one. When I realise everyone is struggling with something and people are no better or worse than me, human to human, is when I stopped comparing myself. The issue is humans believe in hierarchies and this creates this comparison issue. But ultimately, we're all here just trying to survive and we'll all end up in the same place one day.
How do we feel about that one? I really like
so
that
true.
one.
Same. I think that's the best one.
I think massively because it is true. You can, like we said, back to social media, link it back. You see all these, for example, rich people or these fancy people and they look like they have this perfect life or perfect everything, perfect social media. But like we said again, you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. So that brings us to near to the end of this episode. So the last thing we're going to do is final thoughts.
Yes.
So we're going to go around and I'm going to say confidence means what?
Letting yourself enjoy the life that you wanted to live.
Confident means being comfortable in who you are.
I like that one. Confidence means showing up for yourself. I like that one. And then self-love starts with
you.
Respect for yourself.
Self-love starts with... Oh, you're taking mine now. I'm trying to think for one now.
Me?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Self-love starts with looking after yourself.
Love that.
I like that one. Right, so again, if you've made it this far, thank you very much for listening to another episode of The Tea Table.
If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and follow us on all our socials, which is Instagram, TikTok and YouTube.
And please let us know your thoughts on confidence and self-love. We'd love to hear your stories, honestly. So put them in the comments. Pull up a chair and we'll spill the tea next time. Bye.
Hi guys, it's us again. We are back again. Just a little thing, just a disclaimer that we will not be here next week because we will be on holiday. So there won't unfortunately be any videos. But the week after that, uploads will be on
Tuesday and Thursday.
Yeah.
We'll miss you all, but we'll be back very soon.
Right, bye again.
Bye.